Welcome to Fashion Tip Tuesday. I'm your host, Sarah Jane Hall, owner of Serendipity Boutique. Please leave your comments below. I love hearing from you. Like this video and share this video. Please stay tuned to the very end because I have a really cool giveaway. Have you ever purchased a pair of shoes only to realize that they are too tight? Well, I'm going to show you some tips today on how to stretch out your shoes. That way you don't have to forego comfort for fashion. So let me just do a general disclaimer. All of these examples are shoes that are leather. I can't speak for how that would react for anything that's not leather. So I'm doing these on leather shoes. The first one that I'm going to show you is the one that's going to provide the most stretch when it comes to stretching out your shoes, and then the other ones will stretch it out a little bit, but not as much as this first one. So let's get started. So this is a pair of leather booties, and I have a gallon Ziploc bag that I have dispersed in the shoe. I've gotten it all the way down into the tip, and I'm going to pour water into the shoe, and you're gonna do this until the shoe is pretty full, right up, to the top here. So about 2 cups is what you're gonna pour into the shoe. And then you are gonna take the shoe, Ziploc the bag, do this to both of them, and you're gonna put this in the freezer overnight. And what's gonna happen is that as that water expands, as it freezes, it's actually gonna stretch out your shoes about 8%. So this is a great way that if you have a really tight shoe, maybe you have one foot that's bigger than the other, or something like that, and you need to stretch out one shoe, you could do that this way too. So freeze this. When you take it out of the freezer the next day, you are gonna want it to thaw a little bit, so that it's a little easier to pull out, unless you maybe have a zipper on the side or something like that, that you can easily get the frozen bag out. But let it thaw, that way you can get it out pretty easily, but this is a great way to stretch your shoes out. So the next method that I'm going to show you is using a household product, alcohol. So you're going to take alcohol, you're going to take your leather shoes. In this case, I have a leather pair of sandals. You want to take socks too. You're going to need socks on this one. And you may want to do a spray bottle. You don't have to if you don't have a spray bottle. I'm going to show you 2 techniques. So the first technique would be to saturate your socks in the alcohol and put the socks on your feet, put your feet into the shoes, and wear your shoes around. The alcohol is actually going to react with the leather, and it's going to stretch it out a little bit. And you're going to want to have your socks on because that's also going to give a little bit of bulkiness in there to help really move out that leather, stretch out that leather. The other option, if you didn't want to saturate your sock in alcohol, you could actually spray the inside of your shoes, making sure you're getting the inside of the straps really good, and all of that. Spray the inside of your shoes, still put socks on, even if they're dry socks, put your sock feet in there. Again, the sock is gonna add the bulkiness to help stretch out the shoe, and the alcohol, again, will react with the leather to help really kind of move that. And then the last method that I'm going to show you is the heat method. And what you're gonna wanna do is take a hair dryer and some socks, and take your socks, put your sock feet into the shoes. Again, you want the socks for the bulkiness. And you're gonna take your hair dryer and heat up the shoe. And so about a minute to heat up the shoe on both feet. And once your shoe is nice and hot, you have your sock feet on, so that it's protecting from the heat with your sock, but also adding bulkiness. And you're gonna move around while the shoe is cooling down. So you want to really make sure that you have the heat process and the cooling down process. The heat's going to give that expansion of the leather, and then the cooling down process is going to start cooling down and kind of forming more to your feet. And again, the socks add a little bit of bulkiness, which helps stretch it out. So I hope these tips have been super helpful for you if you do have shoes in the future, or maybe even now, that are a little too tight. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for this Fashion Tip Tuesday. Please be sure to comment. I love hearing your comments below. Like this video and share this video. Anybody that shares this video from now until 11 a.m. tomorrow will be entered to win a drawing for an Aramesh bracelet stack similar to what I have on. So please be sure to share this video, and we will see you again for next Fashion Tip Tuesday. Bye guys.